place where I stand?
A little to your left.
Here?
That's good. Action.
Hello, Caroline. What would you like to do?
Create an opening number?
Okay, how would you like to begin?
Can I have some music?
Of course.
How about some color? Dancing colors?
A sudden inspiration, a thought that sparks creation. Add to the conversation, everything is possible.
Singers!
Anything you dream, create it. Find a way, communicate it. We're here to celebrate it. Everything is possible. Everything is possible. Everything is possible. Everything is possible. In a time of aggravation, in a time of isolation, in a time of celebration, everything is possible. Create the new solution, create the true connection. When you create the music, everything is possible. Everything is possible. Everything is possible. Everything is possible. Live the possibility, be the possibility. See the possibility, live the possibility, be the possibility. Everything is possible.
We're here, right now, we're alive, and everything is possible here, right now, we're alive, and everything is possible here. See the possibility, right now, live the possibility, live the possibility, and everything is possible here. See the possibility, right now.
Hello everyone, my name is Derek Klena. I originated the role of Eddie Birdlace in Dogfight, played Fiero in the 10th anniversary production of Wicked on Broadway, originated the role of Dimitri in Anastasia, and most recently was nominated for a Tony Award for Best Featured Actor in Jagged Little Pill, which was just an incredible honor. First off, that opening number was so cool, and I was just told that it was made on the same technology that The Mandalorian was made on. I mean, I would have lost my mind to have the opportunity to create art like that when I was in high school. Just so cool, and you guys did such an incredible job. Like so many of us here, I've had to navigate some uncharted territory this past year with the Broadway closures and with the world shutting down like it did. But Broadway is coming back. We just got word that our Jagged Little Pill second opening will be October 21st. I can't wait to be back in the theater again. I know you guys can't wait to be back in the theater again. And I hope to see many of you in New York very soon at a Broadway show. I grew up in Southern California doing children's theater and community theater from when I was 6 years old to 17 years old. I'm such a believer in arts education and the life skills that young people learn while being involved in the arts. Your generation is one filled with determination, empathy, resilience, and kindness. And I know all of us are so excited to see all the good you'll do in this world and all the amazing things you guys will accomplish. This past year has been filled with so many trials and tribulations that are only going to make you stronger and more prepared for this industry that we're branching into in this new world that we're living in. So congratulations to all the amazing nominees tonight, and I'm so excited to see the show. Break a leg.
Thank you to the following organizations who are instrumental in making art possible with their partnerships, support, and contributions. Co-Production House, Zach Theater, the University of Texas at Austin, the Paramount Theater, College Audition Program, and of course, the producer of the annual event, the Long Center. Thank you to our event sponsors. Streaming sponsor, Aaron Percy. Education workshop sponsor, Dr. Marilyn Gaddis and Lieutenant Colonel George Carruthers. Film and editing sponsor, the Bernstein Ambassadors and friends, Janet Adderley, Paul Butel, Linda and Nick Van Bavel, Sarah Jane Daly and Peter Bay, Liz and Kenny Howard, Marcia and Bruce Levy, Nancy Scanlon, Suzanne Tetzloff, and Eric Tiblier. We also want to thank our panel of adjudicators, the Long Center staff, and our creative and production teams. Please consider making a contribution to this program that supports over 20 area schools and thousands of young artists each year. And remember, a gift of $120 or more comes with a Long Center membership. And now let's take a look at our first nominee in the category of Original Song. Announcing the category of Musical Theater Innovation, underwritten by Seraph Productions, is a Broadway producer who most recently produced the epic two-part play The Inheritance, which received 11 Tony Award nominations, and the musical Hadestown, which won 8 Tony Awards, including Best Musical. Please welcome Tom Curtahy.
Hello, my name is Tom Curtahy, and I'm thrilled to be announcing the category of Musical Theater Innovation. I saw that the criteria for this category was to create a musical theater piece including song, dance, and storytelling in a safe and unique way. Beyond those rules, it was wide open. How exciting is that? The pandemic has certainly called for innovation, and the submissions in this category stretched the tradition of theater to continue making art safely and pushing the boundaries of what we think of as traditional musical theater. Enjoy a video showcasing the nominee submissions.
Sugar, butter, sugar, butter, flour, sugar, butter, flour, sugar, butter, flour, sugar, butter, flour, sugar, butter, flour. My hands put the things I know that I'll need. I take the sugar and butter from the pantry. Sugar, butter, I add the flour to begin what I am hoping to start. Then it's down with the recipes and bake from the heart.
fumbling with your wallet. I'm a stranger standing in line. Then you smile and float toward the exit. Just like that, the room starts to shine. The moment comes, the moment near, and suddenly you disappear. Off to live your separate life you go. You change me, but you will never know.
On my own, I'm locked down in my room. All alone, I sit all day on Zoom.
Gotta wake up and take our journey serious. I'm telling you as a future's attorney. You want the moon and sky, then take it, don't be shy.
Okay.
Baby, that's why you and I should break up.
Yes, baby, I'll give you my hand. Wait, what?
She's a killer queen, young biology, dynamite with a laser beam. Everything's a blow your mind anytime.
Hey, my name is Alice, and my husband's name is Alan, and we live in Alabama, and we sell apples.
Hey, my name is Alice, and my ex's name is Alvin, and I live in Albuquerque, and I get alimony.
Hey, my name is Alice, and I work as an attorney for Applebaum, Benship, and Cohen. And do I have anxiety?
Hey, my name is Alice, and I live in an apartment, and I live in it alone, and it's kind of antiseptic, and my boyfriend's an accountant, and he's kind of antisocial, and I wanted to be an actress, but I couldn't get an agent, so I sell Avon.
Hey, my name is Alice, and my husband's name is Adam, and his girlfriend's name is Amy, and my lover's name is Abby. Now her husband's name is Arnie, and his boyfriend's name is Alan. My analyst's name is Arthur, and we're working on my anger.
For in this world I'm bound to ramble. I have no friends to help me now.
He has no friends to help him now.
Oh, we need a little Christmas right this very minute. Candles in the window, carols at the spinet. Yes, we need a little Christmas right this very minute. It hasn't snowed a single flurry, but Santa dear, we're in a hurry.
Violet's got a boy, red fields and principal. Go see the principal again, again, again. Violet got a boy, young Violet pleaded with darkness so pretty with your lies. You're not just a brother, yeah, you're only a father, and I just can't stand you now.
Bob! Yes, dear?
And now, I'm proud to announce the 2021 Marianne Award for Musical Theater Innovation. In third place, Rouse Girl Band, Rouse. In second place, Rouse Never Know, Rouse. And in first place, Lucy Sagawa, LBJ Lhasa. Congratulations to all the nominees and the award recipients.
The song, I wrote the song like probably last summer when I was just noodling around, and then I recorded a voice memo of it And then months and months later, I returned back to it and just finished it up and kind of refined the lyrics, because the lyrics were all just kind of stream of consciousness at first a little bit, and I got a little more into detail, and then over the course of a few months I was able to slowly get it to the place where it is now. For me with writing, I kind of have to take my time on a lot of songs just because I can't sit with one thing for too long. So whenever I first made the song, I literally was playing it for an hour and then left it alone for a few months, and then came back to it, did the first initial recording, then left it alone for a few months, and then after that went back to it. So I think for me, my process really is trying to keep myself from getting too tired of the stuff I'm playing. I think this is one of my favorite songs I've personally written. I've sent it to a few friends, and most people, anybody I've sent it to can agree that it's the best song I've sent them. So I'm pretty proud of it, especially with the lyrics as well. It's a little bit more of a personal song for me, so it feels good to have positive feedback from it, for sure. I'm Jackson Urbach from Vista Ridge High School, and my song name is On a Well-Worn Path.
Leaves turn orange, your hair turns gray. I like that point early December when it gets cold, but the leaves hold on. Hold on. What's living if you ain't moving forward? What's moving when I've reached the end?
You know, I think memory corrupts a lot of times.
Hello, we're the Hellers, and we're here again at the annual awards for the Young Artists Program. It's meant to honor the hard work, talent, and creativity of our young high school musical theater artists, the emotional roller coasters and the joy the participants in Central Texas High School Musical Theater have given us over the past school year. In normal times, my wife, Mary Ann, and I would be preparing to present the award for Best Production, the final award of the evening. In normal times, we would be staring out at over 2,000 high school students and a few hundred parents and grandparents here to celebrate the tremendous accomplishments that the participants in musical theater have achieved over the past year. We'd be hearing the enthusiastic applause for the 8 scenes that are performed on stage by the 8 finalist productions, and looking out over young adults dressed to the T's, many spending their first evenings ever in a performing arts center. But these are not normal times. Even in these times, we celebrate the skills that the participants have honed that will serve them throughout their lives. Skills like the work ethic coming from the many hours of rehearsals while still having to maintain the GPA average necessary to be part of the programs. Skills like the collaborative approach to work that they must learn in order to work together, in many cases only made possible through the use of modern computer technology. The collaboration between the performers, the singers, the dancers, the musicians, the set builders, the costume designers and makers, the lighting people, the stage managers, all the skills that must collaborate to make a performance actually come alive and transport us into the world of make-believe for an hour and a half or so. And finally, the skills required to transform some cold words on a piece of paper in a script into a believable character and express the ideas, the passion, and the personality to us so that we believe, we empathize, we weep, and we laugh for and with the character. Work ethic, collaborative skills, and the ability to express ideas and passion. What more valuable life skills could we ask to imbue in these talented young adults who will soon become the leaders of our next generation in our country? But again, these are not normal times. This year we celebrate the creativity and ingenuity that our participants have been able to show under the massive constraints put upon them by a worldwide pandemic that has taken millions of lives. Constraints that did not allow many of them to sing together in groups, to dance together, to mount performances with audiences cheering them on. Some were able to perform outdoors to allow social distancing, many with masking requirements, which minimize or eliminate the ability to use facial expressions in projecting the essence of a character. Many of our schools were very creative and found ways to create musical reviews, performances, limited productions, virtual performances, and other ways that allowed the performers of the performing arts to perform within the limits of the pandemic-centric restrictions. Yet in spite of all the obstacles facing the talented performers we honor tonight, we are here to show our appreciation for what they were able to accomplish utilizing their skills, their creativity, and modern technology to entertain us during this past year and bring us a little uplift from the grim realities imposed on us by the pandemic.
Up next, join us as we celebrate the incredible theater created by participating schools this year.
Of aggravation, in a time of isolation, in a time of celebration, everything is possible. Create the new solution, create the true connection. When you create the music, everything is possible. Everything is possible. Everything is possible. Everything is possible.
We're here right now, we're alive, and everything is possible here right now. We're alive, and everything is possible here. See the possibility right now. See the possibility alive. See the possibility, and everything is possible here. See the possibility right now. See the possibility alive. See the possibility, and everything is possible.
I was doing a performance for a camp that I used to go to called Mother Falcon Music Lab, and I knew that like some people would be writing their own songs, and so I thought, well, I can try to do that. I was having trouble coming up with what to write about, and my grandpa suggested that I just write a song inspired by a card game called Pshaw. And so that's kind of what I do, and then what I did, and it kind of turned into, you know, just the song that it ended up becoming. So I just kind of start humming to myself and thinking about just like what I know about the topic, and just kind of rambling off with a bunch of different kinds of melodies, and then when I find something that sticks, I think, oh, that's a catchy thing. Let's see what words I can find that'll fit that a little bit better. I performed it at the little mini concert at a gelato place, and I think it was pretty cute. And so yeah, the response has been pretty good. I think it's one of my more upbeat songs, so I like that I can sing along to it a little. It's a little fun to have a nice beat there. My name is Chloe Lean. I go to Lhasa High School, and the name of my song is Pshaw.
But now I can say without an ounce of a doubt that the meaning of life makes me want to shout. I've laid away when the cards have all been dealt and my doom has but been spelled. I've laid away when they look me in the eyes and I see my own demise. I've played away. I've played away.
An Austin native, Kelly Bales is now Vice President of Digital Video Programming and Development at Condé Nast. She is an ASME, Webby, and Telly Award-winning creative director and executive producer. Presenting the group musical theater category underwritten by the Long Center Board of Trustees, please welcome Kelly Bales.
Hi, thank you so much for that introduction. I grew up training and performing in musical theater in Austin. When I moved to New York, I needed a job, so I applied for an entry-level position at Condé Nast. In under 5 years, I was able to work my way up to becoming a vice president and able to create content for brands like Vogue and GQ. Today, I run podcast and video development for brands like The New Yorker and Vanity Fair. The foundation that theater instilled in me is something I carry with me every day in my career. It taught me so many skills, one of which is being resilient. Just like in live performing and life, you will never have ideal circumstances, but you have to find a way to keep moving forward and keep creating. Another thing that theater taught me is the art of storytelling. Storytelling is at the heart of everything that we do. It shapes how we see ourselves, how we see others, how we see the world, what we believe in, and what we invest our time and money in. Storytelling is what sparks new ideas and creates innovation. So whether you're standing on a stage, belting out a number, or you're in a boardroom pitching an idea, captivating an audience and having them become part of your story is crucial to your success. I'm really excited to see where all of your careers take you, and I will be rooting for you along the way. And now, join me in honoring the nominees for Group Musical Theater.
What, Mr. Toad, what is that sound?
Those crunching noises providing the air.
Yes, Mr. Toad, yes, all around.
It's man devouring man, my dear. And
who are we to deny it here?
On Wednesdays we wear pink. Here's regular wear something nice and grab a tray, 'cause we don't do this every day. Stay here you belong. Stay here you belong. No, really, say it. Say here's where you belong. Come stay with us tomorrow. It'll be fetch.
You better move along, girl.
Hit the open sea.
Don't be hanging around here, babe.
Saving people ain't exactly our specialty.
Get moving and save that home on Fox, so everyone will know it rocks. It rocks to be a bum bum do 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 bum 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 bum.
Come on, come on, come
wave goodbye, folks, to Carolina.
His wife thinks I'm a dragonfly, Lord. You've got to help me find my way.
Too bad we don't see eye to eye, Lord. We can pass the time of day. Ordinary Sunday.
Person A is moving with the general flow of traffic.
Person B is moving directly against traffic.
Person B is in the direct path of Person A.
Person A is in my way.
Person B's pace increases to 5.5 miles per hour.
Person A is gonna have to move.
Person A attempts eye contact with Person B.
Eye contact indicates submission. Must avoid it at all costs. Person A must step aside.
Person B's eyes are green.
Good for you! Good for you! You got a taste of a life so perfect. Now you say that you're someone new. Good for you! Good for you! Good for you! Good for you! Say you got what you always wanted!
And now, I am proud to announce the 2021 Mary Ann Award for Group Musical Theater. In third place, Rouse, Little Priest, Rouse. In second place, On Our Way, Round Rock. And in first place, The Plastics, Round Rock. Congratulations to this year's nominees and award recipients.
I wrote the song because we were doing a fall show for theater and we had to do either a song or a monologue that had something to do with like fear. The show was called Nightmare Live. And everyone was doing these super serious monologues and super dramatic things. And as someone who's only been in theater for 1 year, I just couldn't take that seriously, so I decided to have some fun with it. My theater teacher, when I first started to perform when we were rehearsals, she thought it was funny. It definitely caught her off guard because she'd never seen me write a song before. Yeah, it was a pretty good response by the collective. Yeah, I'm Cameron Payne. I go to Rouse High School. The song I wrote is called What the Hell Did I Do Wrong?
I was a president of my frat until the dean caught me sniffing lines with my friend Brad. My dad's a lawyer, I'ma get off clean. I'm done helping you, son, there's some responsibility. Whoa, you know it's bad when you see a spoiled rich kid leaving in handcuffs. My parents disappointed in me. I have the worst luck, it's a living nightmare. It's been going on for so long. There's a chance this is my fault, but what the hell did I do wrong? Now I work at HEB. My asshole boss, yeah, he's really mean. I wanna quit, but I need the money. If I'm caught lacking, I'll be fired by 3. I'll be fired by 3.
Announcing the category Solo Musical Theater Underclassmen Division, underwritten by Jerry Smith and Cornelia and John Wood, is Larry Powell. Larry is an award-winning Los Angeles-based producer, director, writer, and actor serving as a faculty member at the USC School of Dramatic Arts. He's also the founder and creative director of Free the Arts, an organization providing high-performance training and resources to diverse Black artists on the rise in the mainstream entertainment industry. Please welcome Larry Powell.
Hey, oh man, that is so incredible.
Wow, this program is so special. You know, 5 years ago, I was in Austin myself, heading up the acting program at Texas Art Project. And let me tell you, that summer is a profoundly impactful summer on my life because it reminded me of the power arts education has on young people. And that when you meet them exactly where they are, it has the power to have them feeling seen and feeling heard. And they use that to feel empowered to live in their truth and to hold themselves accountable. And that is it for me, right? Now, it starts with teachers. So let me talk to my teachers for a second. Teachers, what you are doing at your school, it matters. Now, I know as a teacher myself, it may be very hard for us to really kind of like believe that, kind of like understand that, but like, it's so true. So let me say it again. What you are doing at your schools, it matters. It may be one of the only things that these students can take with them as they go out into the world and they look back on that 2021, that crazy time. They look back on that moment and they think of you and what they went through with you. And they remember it with a glimmer of hope in their eyes and hearts. And that is incredible and important. And so students, oh, you matter. You do, you, just as you are right now, you matter. And your art matters because it comes out of you. So you and your art have the ability to go out into the world and to shake things up and to make things new. Not only change the world, but to make new worlds that you want to live in, new worlds that you want to leave behind for those who will be coming up behind you. And isn't that incredible? I mean, listen, I was you in a little theater classroom with my dreams and visions and ideas, and I would jot them down on paper bags sometimes because we didn't have enough paper in the house. But I would jot those stories down and I would share them with my family and friends, and I would feel so good because I got it out. There is something in you that you cannot leave this place without getting out. So get it out. Get it out. Use your art. Get it out. Use your truth. Get it out. Use your voice. Get it out. And watch it change the world. So now that that's out of the way, let's have a look at what some of you created this year. Now we have the nominees for Solo Musical Theater Underclassmen Division performing pieces of their submission in the medley filmed at Austin's own Co-Production House. Let's have a look.
How I hate little shoes, little socks, and each little bloomer. I'd have cracked years ago if it weren't for my sense of humor. Someday I'll step on their freckles. Some night I'll straighten their curls. Send the flood, send the flu, anything that you can do to little girls.
Thank you, madam. Please call again. Do call again. Madam, I would gladly grow a mustache if you like, Mr. Marichek. Try me. Or I would even think of giving up my bike, Mr. Marichek. Try me. For first-class clerking and conscientious working, Mr. Marichek, why not try me?
And it's true, I tend to follow in his stride. Instead of side by side, I take his cue. True,
ever and ever and ever and ever. You'll be back like before. I will fight the fight and win the war for your love, for your praise, and I'll love you till my dying days. When you're gone, I'll go mad, so don't throw away this thing we had. 'Cause when push comes to shove, I will kill your friends and family to remind you of my love. Da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da.
Mountains make you crazy. Here it's safe and sound. My mind is somewhere hazy. My feet are on the ground. Everything is balanced here and on an even keel. Everything is perfect. Nothing's real. Nothing's real. You like a knife. I miss the mountains. I miss the mountains. I miss my life.
I believe that God has a plan for all of us. I believe that plan involves me getting my own planet. And I believe that the current president of the church, Thomas Munson, speaks directly to God. I am a Mormon. If you believe, the Lord will reveal it. And you'll know it's all true. You'll just feel it. You'll be a Mormon, and by gosh, a Mormon just believes. Oh, I believe. I believe.
Dear God up in heaven, a prayer for Campbell. Once she was my hero, now she's a disgrace. I'm here on top and she's less than zero, dragging me down to save face. She always worked hard, she was trusting and fair, and Lord, that's the crux of her problem right there. You need that killer instinct to give you the nerve to grab everything you want in life but may not deserve. Like if some girl's in your way, there's only one thing to do. You blackmail your mother who sits on the school board to get Campbell transferred and ripped from the life that she knew, and your dreams come true.
The millers and the weavers and their wives, through the roofs and gables I can see them. Every day they shout and scold and go about their lives, heedless of the gift it is to be them. If I were in their skin, I'd treasure every instant. Oh, it's theirs for
just a morning out there, like ordinary men who freely walk about there. Just one day, and then I swear I'll be content with my share. Won't resent, won't despair, old and bent, I won't care. I'll have spent one day out there.
Everything is great here. Lots of friends to make here. They're sailing on the lake here. And there's a giant snake here. Welcome to a show about death. You're gonna be fine. Thank you. On the other side, how you doing? Who not good? Shibbity-bee-bidi-bop-bop-bop. Hey, I'll be your guide to the other side. Seriously though, this is a show about death.
You're gonna see her Sheba shimmy shake and all that jazz. Oh, I'm gonna shimmy till my garters break and all that jazz. Show me where to park my girdle. Oh, my mother's blood a curdle if she hear her baby's queer for all that jazz. But oh, I love my life and all that jazz. That jazz.
Okay. Wow, that was so exciting and incredible. Wow, like y'all are so talented. Hey, do you need some talent? I've got an abundance of talent over here. I gotta get some out. Yeah, you need, it's talent alert. Jeez, Louise. Whew, y'all are all winners in my eyes. Y'all are all winners. But I do know that we have some trophies to give out, and I'm going to be announcing some award recipients. So, without further ado, here we go. The 2021 Marianne Awards for Solo Musical Theater Underclassmen Division. In third place, Scott Bratton Rouse. In second place, McKinley Wilson Wise. And in first place, JP Lopez Rouse. Congratulations, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your year.
In quarantine, I was spending a lot of time revisiting my childhood favorite books. You know, I was rereading all of the dystopian, like Harry Potter and The Hunger Games and Divergent and all of the books that I was really into when I was in like 5th grade. And I found myself just falling back in love with these worlds that I cared so much about as a kid. And even though the song's about like falling in love with characters, it is mostly about, you know, falling back in love with the worlds and really kind of going back into escapism and revisiting what it's like to be a kid. And so, you know, high school's hard and it sucks sometimes, but I think the part of quarantine that has been so great is being able to kind of reflect and look back on my life and, you know, think about how, not only how lucky I am, but also, you know, how much fun it is to read and to watch TV and to just, you know, lose yourself in somebody else's struggles and, you know, live in somebody else's shoes for a little bit. It's a lot of fun, and I was really, really inspired by it, so I just kind of ran with it. I felt like I belonged in my world of books, in my little nerd kingdom. And you know, that feeling sort of all came to a head when I was rereading Harry Potter, which was my favorite series as a kid. And so right after I finished, like I think within the hour that I finished the book, the final book of the series, I like sat down at my piano and just like started banging it out. And it was really great. And for me, like lyrics and melodies come at the same time, they come together and you can't separate them from each other. So it all just kind of, the song came all at once, but the idea was gradual. I have gotten a pretty positive response from others, although that might just be because my parents enjoy my work. But honestly, I have to leave the room every time I listen to the song because parts of it, like I feel like I've moved past, even though it was like, what, 4 months ago? And so like I would play the song for my theater class because it was for a theater project, and I'd have to like leave the room as it was playing because I was just like, I can't listen to my own voice, oh my God. So, you know, it's weird. I have a weird relationship with most of the art that I make, but then again, you know, they say artists never like the work that they make, so, you know. I'm Lucy Sagawa. I go to Lhasa High School, and my song is called Out of Mind.
Oh, the days blur together, the nights aren't much better. You whisper to me that you're here. I'm sorry, I don't know the things that I should, though. You ask me to hold myself dear. If you'd kept me around, yeah, I think you'd have found something there, oh, the day.
Hello, my name is AJ Bingham, and on behalf of the Long Center Board of Trustees, we are proud of each and every one of you for your dedication, perseverance, and hard work. This program is special to us at the Long Center, and we are fiercely devoted to ensuring that our schools, our students, and educators are supported, celebrated, and elevated for years to come. Part of that commitment is our college scholarship and program grant funding. Based on an application and evaluation process, 9 seniors each will receive $1,500 towards their college tuition, and 5 schools each will receive $2,500 in financial contributions and master classes. These grants are used for capacity building, oftentimes providing schools the support they need to produce an annual musical. We are honored to announce the recipients of the 2021 college scholarships: Abigail Binsman of Round Rock, Zane Culberson of LBJ Early College, Taylor Fambro of Westlake, Grayson Gower of Rouse, Ashlyn Heron of Vista Ridge, Allie McSorley of Leander, Alicia Moyhon of Lhasa, Adam Romer of Leander, and Mackenzie Thornton of Vista Ridge. Congratulations, seniors. We are rooting for you and cheering you on as you move into this next phase of your journeys. And here are the recipients of the 5 program grants: Crockett High School, Hayes High School, Lhasa, Lehman High School, and NIAS. We are looking forward to the shows these schools produce next year, and we know they'll be spectacular. I also wanted to take this opportunity to thank our donors and sponsors for helping ensure this program continues to grow and support our community at large. And a special thank you to Long Center trustee Aaron Percy for your support of the scholarship program. A contribution tonight will allow us to continue supporting our students and schools. Have a wonderful night, everyone.
It's a song about a man kind of getting trapped inside of a TV. I make a reference to MTV in the song, and I think it's about being so stuck on like Hollywood garbage. It's like centering your entire life around celebrities, and that's stupid. I was looking on Craigslist to buy a big tube television, and then I was like, I wonder if I could fit in there. Have you seen the movie Tron? I was like, what if I did that, but made it a song? Right. And obviously it's got kind of like, you know, Voltron sort of elements where it's like synthesizers and stuff. Originally it was like this little thing I was working on because I wanted it to sound like Oingo Boingo. But then I was like, I think this would fit better in the context of this idea that I had about a TV. I made the track and I went in my garage and set up a green screen and just started filming me doing funny dances when I said the lyrics. And that's kind of fit together, you know? I think most have agreed that it's more of a theatrical piece than it is kind of like something you put on in your car. And that's what I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be something that you kind of look at. And that's why I think it goes really well with the music video. I'm proud of it. I think it's a fun song. It was really fun to work on, and I think my favorite part was definitely recording the music video. Hey, what's up? My name's Haddon Stauffer. I go to Rouse High School, and the name of my song is Reruns.
Of your life now. You may think you're pretty lucky. Entertainment, tons of fun. Well, let me tell you a little something. Let me tell you, all I've got are reruns. It's Hollywood democracy. Wonderful and pure and clean. Go watch your pornography. Then you'll see just what I mean.
He is the recipient of a Tony Award for Best Costume Design of a Play for Eclipsed, making him the first person of color to win that category. He is a current 2020 Tony double nominee for his scenic design for Slave Play and costume design for The Rose Tattoo. Prior Tony nominations were for his designs for Once on This Island and Torch Song. He is also the producing creative director for Encores at New York City Center. Presenting the design category underwritten by HEB, please welcome Clint Ramos.
Hello, Austin, Texas. I'm Clint Ramos, and I was born and raised in the Philippines. My first introduction to theater was through street theater, basically like protests. I really saw the power of performance and what it could do as a catalyst for thought. I never really put two and two together, but I've always been attracted to the idea of how you can control a visual world and actually tell stories through that. Around college, I understood that this was exactly what I could do with that proclivity, and I just pursued it. I love designing for theater or for film. I just like creating stories through that medium. And I'm here tonight to celebrate the next generation of artists, of young people who want to support stories by creating worlds through a visual lens. And the students we are talking about here tonight are not only artists on their own right, they are courageous because they share their art with a team of adjudicators. They were willing to receive feedback and criticism, and they are ready to embark on the next steps of their journeys. Let's see a little of what they submitted.
Upon designing my show, I took some time to do some research, firstly about the original novel, specifically regarding the theme and how I could incorporate that into my design. We used a lot of side lighting and cyc lighting. Our set was very three-dimensional and had a lot of different holes and layers, and it provided a different depth to our stage. I used royal blue as backlighting to provide a nighttime silhouette and a high contrast color to see their faces, hot pink. We used 16 special LEDs, 6 Altman R40 strip lights, and 30 lights in the catwalk. So you can see a bit of a glimpse of how I designed my show.
I based the dress off of the idea that Bonnie grew up poor, because she did, and she was a teenager in the 1920s. Presumably in the 1930s, she still did not make a lot of money, so she would have reused material from old dresses. Here is the color palette I used to help me determine whether or not the fabric I was using could work, and then here is the timeline of fashionable styles in the 1930s from 1930 to 1938 that I used to help me determine what exactly I was looking for.
So the first thing on the calendar is every Friday. Each queen will have her own intro post going up on social media. These are the first 3 social media posts that will be going out for the first 3 queens in the show: Catherine of Aragon, Anne Boleyn, and Jane Seymour, along with some information about the show and about them in their caption. And this is some of the different merch that is going to be going out, which are lyrics or song titles from their respective songs in the musical. I wanted to use the fonts and colorings on this to show how their personalities differ, so No Way has a much more extravagant font with the gold colors, whereas Sorry Not Sorry and Unbreakable are both much more bold fonts, which fit the energy of their song a little bit better.
So when originally looking at the aesthetics of the show and the live action, I immediately saw it was very dark and gothic and Victorian, which I fell in love with. But I knew if I wanted to design costumes, I wanted to add something different and try to bring a different flair to the musical. Then I thought, okay, Miss Lovett. I started thinking, and I was like, what if I made her, instead of inherently evil character, what if I made her represent the loss of innocence, where she thought she was trying to do something correct? So for her costume, instead of having dark, very gothic colors, I wanted to do something light and kind, seeming very innocent and frilly, but on the bottom of her dress she has the red blood tick marks marking how many people she has killed.
Today I'll be presenting my costume designs for the show, West Side Story. West Side Story takes place in a multiracial blue-collar neighborhood. In the 1950s, women's styles were very focused on the female silhouette, so it's very emphasized at the hips and the waist. And for men's styles, they were wearing usually what was called a working class style, which was usually very comfortable. It was a button-up or a t-shirt. It was something that wasn't too fancy. So the Jets will be predominantly clothed in blues, while the Sharks will be clothed in oranges. And as you can see, they're complementary colors, which means they're opposite each other on the color wheel. While this does keep an aesthetic, and it also keeps it within a color palette, which makes the show look nice, it also implies the theme of division.
And now, I'm proud to announce the 2021 Mary Ann Award for Student Design. In 3rd place, Taylor Gunter, Marble Falls. In 2nd place, Eula Tumama, Marble Falls. In 1st place, Eli Patterson, Marble Falls. Congratulations to all the nominees and award recipients. Please keep on creating and designing, everybody.
Well, basically, my song is about basically having this crush on a girl, and you're just too nervous to talk to her. And basically, you're trying to work up the nerves and trying to build the confidence, but you just can't. And then towards the end of the song, that's when you actually make your move. Based on a true story, obviously. I've written a lot of songs before, like ever since like elementary. I got one of my friends, Dean Marley, and I showed him like this instrumental that I made, and we started like writing lyrics one day, and well, then that's what came Nervous. It's really fun to sing. Everybody I've showed it to so far, it's gotten stuck in their head because they say it's catchy, and that's probably like one of my main goals for writing music. It's just like get it stuck in the head. I am very happy with it, yes. Hi, my name is Gavin Rojas. I go to Leander High School, and my song is called Nervous.
And never let go. My heart's ready and my spirits are high. I think this may be my one lucky night. I'm taking my chance, I'm losing my stride, 'cause I get nervous every time. I walk your way one step closer to you, but I hesitate, what should I do? I'm shooting my shot, I'm making a move, but I get nervous when I'm next to you. When I'm next to you.
The 2021 Select Ensemble is a group of students from the Central Texas region chosen by audition for tuition-free professional performance training throughout the year. Thank you to the Select Ensemble underwriters for making this possible. Susan and Craig Lubin, Lago Vista Physical Therapy, Nancy and Peter Coldicott, Linda and Cliff Mountain, and Sue and Jeff Bidstrup. A contribution tonight will help us continue to offer this program free of charge each year. And remember, a donation of $120 provides you a Long Center membership. Here is the 2021 Select Ensemble performing We Look to You from the Prom.
I'm grateful for everyone I was able to perform with this year.
I am grateful for all of my directors in school and outside of school who found new and creative ways to keep theater alive this year.
I'm very grateful for my dance directors. They have pushed me so hard this year, and I was able to get into the dance programs at some of the top colleges I was looking at.
Performing this year gave me the chance to feel alive again.
It meant a lot that they were willing to go out and search for new things to do, whether that meant performing outside with masks. Even though we could have just given up and said, oh, it's not going to work out, we didn't. We kept going, and that's because of the directors, so thank you.
Finding out about those acceptances made me super excited, and it was kind of unreal because I really didn't expect to get in since I am fairly new to dancing. Is that good?
That's awesome. Okay. That's great, yeah.
Okay.
Good job.
I am so grateful for my family for providing me so much support during this time. It's been really hard for them too, trying to navigate like working through the pandemic, but even through that, they've been able to be there for me and support me.
I'm really grateful for my ability to do the worm, the dance move, you may have heard of it, and for it to be showcased on the Hey Oz Instagram.
I don't know where that came from.
Start talking.
I'm really grateful that my school was able to do UIL competition this year and that we were able to do some live theater. I should have said a lot more, but that was it.
I'm very thankful for apple pie because if quarantine taught me anything, it was to learn new skills, and baking became my saving grace.
It was really fun to do some live theater, even though it was socially distanced and with masks. It was really great just to perform to no one in an audience, but still be with my friends and making good theater.
I'm very thankful for my teachers and peers who continue to support me and help me become a better performer and also a better human being.
Throughout the many programs I've been a part of, I've been able to establish connections with people I never would have gotten to in any other setting, and I've been very glad to meet some of the best people I've ever gotten to know.
I'm not grateful for the fact that I only chose to wear eye makeup today, but I am grateful for the fact that I was recently able to be in a production for the first time since the summer of 2019, and I got to do it with my two best friends in the whole world, and we got to have that moment of doing live theater together before we all go off to college.
I am so grateful that I got the opportunity to be a part of this because I've never done anything like this before. I auditioned and fully did not expect anything to happen, and it happened, and now I've made so many friends and I got to do so many things I've never tried before, and they pushed me to be better, and I've gotten so much better. I'm really proud of myself, and it's just been so much fun.
I am grateful for my theater family and the theater family that just continues to grow, and especially this year I've gotten to work on so many different projects and meet so many amazing people, and it's just reminded me how supportive and loving this theater family can be, and I'm very grateful to be a part of it.
My days have little glamour, writing memos, making calls, and wincing at the grammar written on the bathroom walls. It's all school supplies and budget size and wading through red tape. That's why I love the theater. It's how I escape. We look to you to take us away from the homework and stress of our teenage lives each day.
When our lives come up short and our hopes are sad and few, you whisk us off to someplace strange and
new. We look to you in good times
the curtain goes up, and every now and then it feels as if we're coming home again. Yes, coming home again.
We need a place to run to when everything goes wrong, when the answer to each problem is to burst into a song.
When the standard rules of logic just simply don't apply.
When people sing in unison and no one wonders why.
We look to you, as strange as it seems, when reality goes to scary new extremes. So never give up, and this I guarantee.
Next time you think no one cares,
You can look to me.
This song is about, there's lots of changes going on throughout this year, and it's a lot for everybody, and so I think it's kind of about being like afraid for those changes, like college, going off to college, and obviously all the pandemic stuff, and just lots of new scary things. So it's about like being afraid of going through that like by yourself, and yeah. I would say usually most of my songs I write the piano for first, and then I kind of like build an idea around that. And so I think that this one, I actually wrote this for like a school project first for one of our shows. And so I think this is probably one of my only songs that I had like an idea for what I wanted to write before I wrote it. So it's cool in that way, I think. Yeah. I think it went really well. I wrote I made like a music video to it, and so it was cool to have like a visual thing for everybody to see for the first time. And so yeah, I got really cool response from it, and it's like the first kind of like original thing that I've put out, and so yeah, it was cool. My name is Olivia Lukes. I go to Rouse High School, and my song is called Rain Without You.
School bus, the children laugh when the wind blows. They're afraid to be alone as they ride away. Tuck away your tears, Mom says it's okay. Almost 8 a.m. I'm sitting with the rain. It's quiet when you're gone. We hope you're okay.
Announcing the category Wildcard, underwritten by GameStonk Ape Advisory Group, is Joe DiPietro, best known as the book writer and lyricist for the Broadway musical Memphis, which won the 2010 Tony Awards for Best Musical, Best Book, and Best Score. Most recently, he wrote the book and lyrics for Diana, the musical based on the story of Princess Di. Please welcome Tony Award-winning book writer and lyricist Joe DiPietro.
Hi everyone, I am so honored to be here tonight to present these awards. And I have to say, awards are really wonderful, fun things that, we in theater, we love them. But the biggest award really, especially this year, is I have the greatest respect for any person like yourselves who stood on a stage and expressed yourself and made theater. The work and the collaboration and the interaction with the audience is the real award. So, congratulations to everyone who submitted, who nominated, and to the winners. but I am going to announce the category of wild card. But first, here are some scenes from the submissions of this year.
Feed me. Does it have to be human? Feed me. Does it have to be mine? Feed me. Where am I supposed to get it? Feed me Seymour. Feed me all night long. That's right, boy. You can do it. Feed me Seymour. Feed me all night long. 'Cause if you feed me Seymour, I can grow up big and strong.
Oh yeah, bless my soul. Kirk was on a roll,
Person of the week in every Greek opinion poll.
what a pro. Kirk could stop a show. Point him at a monster and you're talking SRO. He was the no one, a 0-0. Now he's a honcho, he's a hero. He was a kid with his act out pack. Zero to hero in no time flat. Zero to hero, just like that.
Hey Megan, you wanna hang out tomorrow or something? Sure. Where do you wanna go? I don't know, why don't we like meet by the park? At your house or something? It happens. Alright, that sounds good. What time are you thinking? Let's say like 10. I just got home from work and I do not want to get up early. Sucks.
Jack, do you remember the good old days? We said we could do anything, and we believed it. You played Richard III with that big old hump on your back, and you hobbled around the stage like a deranged homunculus. You played Romeo and bounded gracefully upon Juliet's balcony. You brought the house down!
Oh, I brought the balcony down.
Well, it was just that one night.
Quarantine maybe hit a few of us a little too hard. I've become the same level of socially inept that I was in middle school. I know, right? Ooh. To help you all paint a picture in your mind of what it was like for me, I want you to imagine a big, beautiful butterfly. Blue wings, the ones that come out during spring, huh? You imagining it? Yes. All right, perfect. Now I want you to imagine that beautiful butterfly shoving itself back into its cocoon. Now you know what it's like for me.
See, we're not the guy. We're the little guy, and the little guy doesn't get to play golf because we're playing catch up. The little guy cooks and cleans and stretches every dollar to the limit and works her ass off. And if that's not enough to be seen and respected and heard, then I don't know what is. And so yeah, I kidnapped Mr. Hart and I threw him in the back of my bus. I was just trying to make everything better. And now he is getting all the credit and we're getting 10 to life.
Help me?
I came all this way today to give us a fresh start. But now that you're like, wow, it's all like warm in my heart. I'm so glad you like it, sis, cause this is the real me. You have no idea how great it feels to be free. We've been falling out for way too long, so let's forget who's right and forget who's wrong. Okay, why don't you stay? There's room for family in my court. Cause life's too short.
And then, Tommy is so annoying in the way he proposes. If he proposed at the top of his voice, then I should not mind so much. But he does so in this horrid confessional way. When Tommy wants to be romantic, he talks to me like a doctor. I am quite fond of Tommy, but his methods of proposing are so out of date. Would you speak to him, Gertrude? And tell him that once a week is quite often enough to propose to anyone, and that it should be done so in a manner that attracts some attention.
Live in my house, I'll be your shelter. Just pay me back with 1,000 kisses. be my lover, and I'll cover you.
I am
an artist.
A work is more than beauty.
It's transformative.
My art is activism.
When the glory comes, it'll be ours. It'll be ours. Oh, glory.
I'm back and I am magically wearing glasses. All right, and now to present, I'm very happy to announce the 2021 Marianne Award for Wild Card. In third place, Mac Thornton, Vista Ridge. In second place, Isabel Sakane, LBJ Lhasa. And in first place, LBJ Early College High School Freshman Choir, LBJ Lhasa. Congratulations to anyone who submitted, all the nominees, and the recipients tonight. Keep on making theater.
Just thinking back on the small amount of time that I was actually in New Orleans, just remembering back on some of my own father's wisdom and thinking about how using those experiences I can eventually be that person to someone else and pass on the knowledge. It was a whole lot of trial and error. What can I do in this bar to make it sound nice? I didn't think it would really go anywhere, so the fact that I'm here I consider to myself to be nothing short of a miracle. My name is Colin West. I'm from Tom Glen High School, and I wrote Ode to a Wise Old Man.
Well, I've earned myself some roses, I've earned myself some scars, learn the beauty in fighting from those you love, and writing your name in the stars. But that was many years ago, I haven't been here since. Your words, they have echoed through all my days with such significance.
Presenting the category Solo Musical Theater Senior Division, underwritten by Marianne and Andrew Heller, we welcome Texas State University BFA Musical Theater Program Head, Caitlin Hopkins. She is an award-winning actress, director, and educator and has worked in theater, film, and television for over 30 years. As an educator, she received the 2016 Presidential Award for Excellence in Teaching. She was also recognized by Broadway Dreams Foundation as an innovative voice in education and one of the 6 top women educators in the performing arts. To announce Solo Musical Theater Senior Division is Caitlin Hopkins.
Well, hello everyone. I'm so pleased to be here this evening. And like all of you, I spent the last year trying to do theater safely in a pandemic. It wasn't easy, but I must say it was very rewarding. We are theater people, and we are adaptable and innovative, and we work hard to create the work regardless of the circumstances. And this last year certainly challenged that in all of us. It asked us to fight our frustrations and to come to the table with flexibility and a willingness to learn new things. And I'm so honored to be part of the community of students and teachers who met these challenges head on and said, I am going to do what I love the best way that I know how. And after all, that's what theater education's all about. So let's celebrate tonight's nominees in the Solo Musical Theater Senior Division with a medley that was shot in Austin's newest and coolest film studios, Co-Production House.
You a low-down dog is what's wrong. It's about time that I leave you and enter into creation. You took my sister Nettie away from me, and you hid her letters for all these years, when you know she is the only person who loved me in this whole world. But my Nettie alive in Africa, and my children with my Nettie in Africa. And when they come home, all us together gonna whoop your ass. I'm done being nice, Harpo. Your daddy made my life a hell on earth. And I didn't even ask you for nothing. Not even your sorry-handed marriage.
The snow in the moonlight, and your childlike eyes, and your distant smile. I'll never be this happy again. You and I, you and I, you and and no one else. You're my hope, my destination, and I'm your clone, your strange creation. You held my hand, and life came easy. Now jokes don't land, and no one sees me. Nothing seems to fit. Mama, is this it? Are you receiving? I want something to believe in, or I'm done. Take me where my soul can run, or I'll be in my bedroom. Wake me when I'm 21. Daddy's moving forward. Daddy didn't lose a mom. Mama, won't you send a sign? I'm running out of hope and time. A plague of mice, a lightning strike, or drop a nuclear bomb. No more playing Daddy's games. I'll go insane if things don't change. Whatever it takes to make him say your name, Dead Mom. Wouldn't all of you kill to be made? You need a killer instinct. That time first began, from Genghis Khan to Bristol Palin. You need a killer plan. You need to reach the top if it's the last thing you do. I'm the girl to beat, the high school queen. Seniors kiss my ass, and I'm just 15. I'm raising hell, and I'm a felon in a full-foot frame. I just use my killer instinct, and my dreams come true.
Acouchi. A-C-O-U-C-H-I. Acouchi. I might be smart. My siblings can't believe that I got it right. But I got it right. right? I didn't cheat. I saw this light and it was neat. I like to laugh, I like to spell, I like to never hear the bell. And if this competition's hell, at least I'm finally a part. I feel my heart begin to swell. I like nip-a-da-pop. I love to spell. I like it a lot.
I'm totally red. Gonna dye my hair, gonna make Chris mad. And he'll make a snotty face and I'll say, you're not my dad. No, I'm gonna do what I want to, and I'm gonna dye my hair blue. It's gonna look like wonderful, super, fantastic, coolness, remarkable. Wonderful, super, fantastic, coolness, remarkable. Wonderful, super, fantastic, coolness, remarkable, and blue. Wishing you were somehow here again, knowing we must say goodbye. Try to forgive, teach me to live, give me the strength to try. No more memory, no more silent tears, no more gazing across the wasted years. Help me say goodbye. Help me say goodbye. Anything you need done, I'm the one for the job. You want corny, I'll type it right off of the cob. I need money, you need me to make a stir. Rent my fingers, I'll throw in a Pulitzer. Front page headline, Rafe Mitchell will land on her feet. Come tomorrow, some editors in for a treat. Just say the word, and that's my beat. Brother, I'm your man. Watch out, New York. Here comes
I'm gonna take a deep breath. Gonna hold my head up. Gonna put my shoulders back and look you straight in the eye. I'm gonna flirt with somebody when they walk by. I'm gonna sing out, sing out. I believe I have inside of me everything that I need to live a bountiful life, and all the love alive in me. I'll stand as tall as the tallest tree, and I'm thankful for every day that I'm given, both the easy and hard ones I'm living. But most of all, I'm thankful for loving who I really am. I'm beautiful. Yes, I'm beautiful. And I'm here.
And now I'm proud to announce the 2021 Marianne Award for Solo Musical Theater Senior Division. In third place, Serena Hampton Rouse. In second place, Grace Chido, Round Rock. And in first place, Cassandra Chapman, Round Rock. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Be well.
I've wanted to write music for a really long time. Although I was far back as 6th grade, I remember dinking around with songs with stupid words and just having a fun time performing them for my parents or relatives that would listen. And it just slowly grew and grew. Whenever I got more good ideas, I'd throw them on there. Maybe you're walking around one day, inspiration strikes you, you find a little chord progression, find a little words that you like, record it on your phone, write it down, don't lose it. And you find a way to hook all those pieces together and you turn it into something that, has a coherent theme that goes all the way through. And then just last year, I finalized the whole thing, put all the words on it, made it like an official song, and I'm really happy with how I got there. There was a magical moment where when I got I learned how to use MIDI programs. I got all the instruments in there, I got all these professional sounds. I got Ellie Gunnan to perform it with good vocals that weren't my scratch vocals, and there was just a magical moment when I listened to it for the first time. And because it was someone else performing it, because it was all of these crazy instruments, I feel like I got to appreciate it as like someone else's song, and it was incredible. Ellie Gunnan will be performing it. She goes to the same school as me, St. Stephen's. She's a wonderful performer. I saw her sing for years and years. And I was thinking like, if I'm gonna put on a show, I need that girl. When I asked her to come, to some closet with a microphone in it to record, lyrics to a song that she hadn't really heard before, she was 100%, I'm down, let's do it. And she learned it really quick and she performed it wonderfully, and you'll hear that she does a great job. I'm Augustus Cosby. I'm from St. Stephen's Episcopal School, and the song is called Rain Dance.
2 words, 9 letters for this analogy. Before we get to that, however, how about we introduce me? Oh, wow, I'll be your guide. Hands inside the vehicle, and maybe we'll both make it out alive. Oh, the sarcasm's implied. So if you disagree, then just pretend that I am making a joke. You're not supposed to fix it till you know that it's broke. The air is human till the air is thick enough to choke. But after all, there's still a chance. Ridiculous in circumstance, these people aren't performing just the world's best rain dance.
Presenting original song underwritten by Ava and Marvin Womack is Edie Brickell of New Bohemians, who debuted their first album in 1988 and included the top 10 single, What I Am. Edie has also collaborated with Steve Martin on several projects, including contributing book, lyrics, and songs to the 2016 Broadway musical Bright Star. To announce the award recipients in the category Original Song, here is Edie Brickell.
Hi everybody, I'm happy to be here. I'm originally from Texas and recently moved back to the Hill Country to be near my bandmates. We've been making music together for over 30 years. Music brought us together, kept us together, and created a beautiful bond. I sure hope that you'll keep at it and have the privilege of making music all your lives. I just heard that 3 Texas high schools already performed Bright Star this year. Thank you so much. A shout out to all of you. I hope you enjoyed telling that story and singing those songs. We love putting that together. Okay, original song is a new category this year, and that's very exciting. You've already seen the 10 nominees featured throughout the evening, and now it's time to announce the award recipients. I really don't know how the judges decided because they were all fantastic. But it is an award show, and there are 3 top scores, so here we go. The 2021 Marianne Award for Original Song. In 3rd place, Jackson Urbach, Vista Ridge. In 2nd place, Augusta Crosby, St. Stephen's. And in 1st place, Gavin Rojas, Leander. Congratulations to you all.
Hi Central Texas, I'm Anna Uzele. I'm a graduate from Texas State's musical theater program, and I'm also in Musical 6 playing Catherine Parr. And tonight I want to celebrate you, the schools and the students in the Austin area. Y'all have created some incredible art this year, and I know that was not easy, so I applaud you for your hard work, and I thank you for continuing to keep this art form alive despite the year we've all just had. So with that, I love you, enjoy your evening, and congratulations.
And now, students representing 20 schools bring the closing number we all know and love from the stage to the screen. Join us as we celebrate the schools, teachers, administrators, parents, students, families, friends, and supporters that make theater possible in our community.
Song from our hearts, see the light in our eyes. There are stories that we were born to share. We will light up the stage, we will light up the world. It's our time to make all our dreams come true. This is only the beginning. There's so much out in front of me. The overture is playing. Yeah, this is where I wanna be. There's a pounding that comes from the heart. You stand in the wings, you're just waiting to start. Look to the sky to see me play my part. We're gonna take it higher. We're gonna take it higher. We're gonna take it higher. A mountain, and now I know the reason why. Can feel the wind is changing. Time for me to fly. Morning has broken, we're facing the light. Now it's our turn, we're gonna make it right. We're gonna take it higher. We're gonna take it higher. We're gonna take it higher. Higher. Together we can take it higher. sky. We were born to touch the 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 sky. We were born to touch the, leaving the ground and beginning to rise, heading over the mountains and straight through the skies, with the clouds at our feet and the stars in our eyes, and